What's up YouTube? Today we're going to talk about what I learned at the Google Digital Wellbeing seminar, which was an on-site training here in my town. If you're interested, let's get into the video. So this training was part of the Google Digital Garage seminars, which are targeted at entrepreneurs, employees, students, someone who's trying to develop their digital skills to be ready for making a career in the digital space. And this training was a little bit different from the other ones because it's more of a general topic. It's not about online marketing, presentation or something. It's about how you interact with your devices. And there were not that many people at the training. I think it was like 10 people. So it was kind of like an afternoon where you got to talk about digital well-being, digital minimalism, and you don't really have the chance to do that in your usual life. So I was pretty glad I was there. It was kind of laid back, just people talking, but we did go through a sheet of questions which we answered and discussed, and I just want to go through what we went through if you weren't able to make it there. It's not in any town, so you gotta live in a major town to be able to attend one of these in person, and I think this one was only offered in person. So let's go through the question. Question number 1 is, what do you use your devices for? And I noted down communication, navigation, work, meditation, entertainment, getting information, self-improvement, organization, self-organization, and also sharing stuff online. You're gonna see how these questions build up, because second question was, in which moments is tech making your life better? And I said, when I'm doing sports, if I'm hitting the gym, it's more fun to be listening to music while you're doing it. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, channels like this one, to help me improve as a person, and I like to play video games as entertainment as well. Regeneration. Then we moved on to which moments are making your life worse. In which moments is tech making your life worse? In my case, that was like the most interesting question because it sparked the most discussion, and I said, social media is where you compare yourself with a digital version of a person and you can feel bad. Instagram Explore page is the source of procrastination, and it's keeping you from what you're trying to achieve in the first place. I hate the Instagram Explore page. Probably gonna make a separate video on this as well. You kind of get into this endless spiral, just like some video games, online video games, which are just like never ending. And it can influence your sleep if you're staying up on your phone too late. So that's how it's making my life worse. Now this has been a few months ago, so I'm not playing video games as much. Like I have a more healthy relationship, I guess. I don't know, I don't want to overdo it, I'm not addicted. Anyways, a lot of people were always talking about distractions, how it's just distracting yourself from what you're doing in that moment, that you're not really there in the moment, aware of what's around you. If you're going out with friends for dinner, they would just be on their phone and not really there. And that's what they mostly talk about, but I wanted to get into the emotional side of things and mental well-being as well. Anyways, everyone was giving examples of their life, complaining about stuff, mentioning solutions of how they try to tackle some of these problems, like some dude only using Google Home and voice assistants as to not get dragged into a screen and getting into a rabbit hole. And next question was to set individual goals for yourself on how to ensure a better balance when interacting with tech. So I noted down to decrease my screen time to less than 2 hours a day, 2 hours a day max, doing that consistently, 1 hour before going to bed, not using any screens because it can impact your sleep, and generate focus slots without any pickups of your phone. So don't pick up your phone during these focus slots. So that kind of relates to deep work sessions, and one of my last videos about forest and deep work sessions. I also read a book about deep work, and that really plays into that. So I think that has gotten better already, and yeah, these seem pretty realistic and good goals. The last question was to explore a set of tools that could help you achieve those goals. So in my case, it was Forest for achieving these focus slots and deep work. Sleep cycle alarm clock for sleeping is something I always recommend, to just wake up at the right time, improve your sleep, turning down notifications, basic tips, and then these Google Digital Wellbeing experiments, which I also mentioned on my channel, like Lonely Island, Screen Stopwatch, Activity Bubbles, which is what I'm using right now. And another tip I got was using full screen when you're working on a computer, because you're just focusing on one window. You can't get distracted out of that one task. So if you're in a browser window doing something, you should maybe put it to full screen, because you won't have the address bar in there to give you the opportunity of just visit another website, because you don't even see the address bar. And in the same way, this will probably work with writing a document or something, as to not get distracted. So that is something I tried, or I'm going to try more as well, because I think it was quite interesting. But I'm also using Forest for that, so that helped me a lot as well. Let me know what you guys thought of the Google Digital Wellbeing training seminar. For me, it was more like a place of discussion, which was like the most interesting part, hearing other people's experience with that topic, much more as to what I've learned there. Pretty much the entire content was just these questions, and it was our task to answer them. So maybe that's the essence of it. Ask yourself how you're using your devices, how you want to use them, and then in the end, if you're intentionally using your devices with thought beforehand, that already makes you sort of a digital minimalist. Anyways, that's been it for this video. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.